Right, so today we will be looking at inflation rate, and obviously how to calculate that quickly. So, with the scenario that they give, they say that a Mercedes Vito could be bought brand new for 307,230 Rand in 2010. In 2011, the cost of the new Vito was 321,993, and 2012 it was 335,730. At 1.1, they ask which year showed the highest inflation rate. Now, all that inflation rate means is essentially they give you the old price, they give you the new price between 2 years, and they ask you what was the difference in the years percentage-wise. In other words, if I look at the price of the Vito in 2010, they say that the Vito's price is 307,230. The next year, the following year, the exact same Mercedes could be bought for 321,993. So as the years increase, or as the years passed, the price increases as well. Now, to calculate inflation rate, it's actually quite simple. All that we're going to do is we're going to take the old price, which is the price from 2010. We are going to subtract the new price, right, so to calculate the inflation rate, it's actually quite simple. What we're going to do is take the price of the new year, right? So if we are comparing 2010 to 2011, and I'm asking you what the inflation rate was from 2010 to 2011, all we're going to do is take the amount from 2011, subtract the amount from 2010, divide that answer by the previous year, so the first year, which is 2010's price, and this entire thing we're going to multiply by 100, seeing as though we're working with percentage. In other words, if I now need to write this out in numbers, all that I'm going to do is write down 321,993 minus the 2010 price, which is 307,230. We're going to divide that entire amount, or that entire answer, by 307,230. Then as soon as we calculate that, I'm just going to open up my calculator quickly. 321,993 minus 307,230, 14,763. We're going to take that amount now and divide that by the new year's price, the old year's price, the first year, which is 307,230, and you'll see that it comes up to 0.048 . So on this part of the equation, we're going to have 0.048 . And that entire thing we're going to multiply by 100 to get a percentage. In other words, the comma just moves 2 places. So from 2010 to 2011, the overall price of this Vito increased by 4.8%. Now, that's not the end of our question. The question states, which year showed the highest inflation rate? So we obviously know that we need to compare 2 years. This percentage over year, this 4.8%, is for the 2010 to 2011 year. What we now need to do is make sure that that is either higher or lower than the change from 2011 to 2012. So we're going to do this exact same thing, but for these two now, right? For 2012 and 2011. In other words, let me just quickly erase this. Right, so we knew that the change or the inflation from 2010 to 2011 was 4.8%. Now we need to check if the inflation from 2011 to 2012 is higher or lower than 4.8%. In other words, we're going to do the exact same equation, right? So we have the new price, which is now 335,730 because we're working with these 2 years now. So 335,730 minus 321,993. We're going to divide that entire thing by 321,993 and multiply that by 100. So if I open up my calculator again and we enter these numbers, 335,730 minus 321,993 equals 13,737. If we now take that divided by the bottom number, which is 321,993, you'll see that we end up with 0.04 what. So I'm just going to write that over here, 0.0426 and so forth, and we need to multiply that by 100. If we multiply that by 100, you'll see that the comma moves 2 places to the right, and we end up with 4.26%. So to answer the question, which year was higher, 2010 to 2011 or 2011 to 2012, you obviously answer 2010 to 2011, seeing as though the 4.8% is higher than the 4.26%. (1.2) says calculate the cost of the new Vito in 2013 if inflation was predicted to be at 5.4%. So what we're going to do is again open up our spreadsheet, obviously. And what we're going to do now is they give a scenario where they ask you to calculate the new price given a set inflation rate. So they want to know what the price of the Vito would be in 2013, but we already have the price of the Vito for 2012, which is, you'll see on the on the left hand side, is 335,730. Now, to calculate the new amount for 2013, we need to increase the price of the previous year by 5.4%. Now, it's impossible to just type into calculator 335,730 plus 5.4%. So what we're going to do is work out what 5.4% of this amount is and then add that together. So 5.4% of 335,730 equals. Now we obviously know that percentage wise all that we do is move the comma to the left. So how many zeros are in 100? 2. So it's going to move 2 spaces. So it's going to be 0.054 times 335,730. If you're not sure how to get to this, all that we did is we put 5.4% over 100, which was 5.4 over 100. And if you go and work this out, you go calculate this, you'll see that it ends up as 0.054. All we're going to do now is say 0.054 times 335,730. I'm just quickly going to input that into my calculator. 0.054 times 335,730 equals, and you'll see that the change or the amount that needs to be added to this. So 5.4% of 335,730 is 18,129 Rand and 42 cents. That's not the end of the question, because that only shows us what the 5.4% of 335,730 is. They want to know what the new price is. So we now need to take the old price and add the inflation. In this case, all that we're going to do is take 335,730 and add the amount that we just calculated, which is the inflation amount, 18,129 Rand and 42 cents. And you'll see that the new amount, the new cost for this Mercedes Vito in 2013 is now 353,859 Rand and 42 cents.